but it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We have two teams both ranked in the top 6 and both with high expectations as they prepare to square off. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the return, it's Armour. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cornhuskers offense comes onto the field first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
We've got 2 receivers playing in this game, 2 of the best in the entire country. 2 guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Pass to... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff, it's Booth. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Breaks into the open. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be 1st down. The Huskers have pushed it inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Booth. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He's got enough. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw, it's Austin. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And the defense gives up the first down, and here they go. They're going fast, no time to substitute, got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He has 60 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Floats it out in space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. To throw, it's Austin. Firing toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. The number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Takes the handoff. It's Booth. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
And he gets taken out of bounds before getting rid of it. This will be a massive loss on the play. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's a
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Austin. He'll take the deep shot. And the dive and the grab along the right sideline. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. He's got 67 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Finds his target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Snaps it in the shotgun. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got...
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Austin. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll pull it down. There's a crease. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Slips away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged.
Caught. And he's got a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bringing it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Drops back on 1st down. Between the hashes, it's Key. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Under pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The handoff. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the grab at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Austin. Back's got it on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today, so let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 25 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Volunteers who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff again. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Austin. Firing to the right, complete. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? 3rd and short, it's a short throw, and you're just trying to get it to the sticks, but what a great individual effort.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away and was able to make a big-time stop.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. There he goes. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Hits inside. It's 4. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the...
All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Husker. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jumped on top of the pile.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
It's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what?
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking downfield, it's Austin. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Speeding down the right side. And he will house it.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside. It's Booth. Stop right there.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Huskers will punt this one away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pulls it in at the 25. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Ready, go! Enough to move the chains. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Austin. Lofts one high and deep. It's complete. And it's in for a touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. caught in the backfield. It's Booth. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Huskers moving quickly to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Out wide right, it's Keith. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. With the catch, it's Keith. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Keith. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Mills. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And now this offense will take the field again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Going over the top. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Inside. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like...
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown. On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Fresh setter downs going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And they're in for a touchdown late in this game.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.